What's up, beautiful people? So, today I have something different to talk about. So, today I want to walk down the journey of life. I want to see what is this thing called life? Because every day I like to question. From a young age, I always question things around me. Why are we here? What's the purpose? Right? Because when you go and buy a car or buy a piece of furniture, it comes with instructions on how to assemble it, how to service it, how to maintain it. But when we were born, we didn't come with a manual. So how do you know that you're doing life right or wrong? And I always questioned, but I never really got an answer. Just recently, when I was thinking about it, wait a minute. I think we've had the answer this whole time. I believe the answer to everything is life or the universe. So, for example, when people come to me and tell me, why am I not being successful in trading? Sure, we can look at the intricates, but generally the answer is life. That is what life is. Why am I heavily in debt? That is life. Why aren't my relationships working out? That is life. As much as we can dive deep and try to get to a specific reason, the general reason is life. Now, today I want to give a story, and this comes from the Bible. I believe it's Genesis 32. So in this story, Jacob wrestled with God. So one night, Jacob got into an altercation with a man. Now, during this altercation, they fought for the whole night. So nobody was really giving in. So Jacob smacks the other guy smacks him back. So it was a zero-sum game. Nobody was really giving in. Now, at some point, Jacob wondered, what kind of man is this? This guy's not giving up. His energy is not really running low, right? What kind of man is this? And Jacob realized the secret. He wasn't fighting with no ordinary man. This guy was fighting with God. Right? Picture that. If there's anybody to fight with, right? God is not one of those people. However, he was fighting with God or an angel of the Lord, but the Bible interprets it as God. Now, let's just pause a little bit right there. So put yourself in the same scenario, but instead of God, let's go to the closest thing that we can compare that to. Now, there's this show called Undercover Boss. Now, in Undercover Boss, the CEO or founder of a big company blends into the employees. So he comes in as a new employee. So they normally have like makeup done in order to disguise themselves. Now, let's assume that you are working for Amazon, like in an Amazon warehouse, and you have a new employee come in, and you're like, wait a minute, there's something suspicious about this new guy who's working for with us. And you're like, where? I feel like I've seen him somewhere before. And then you realize that this new employee is actually Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. So naturally, what would you do, right? In that scenario, you would be out there getting to work so early. You'd be out there cleaning and trying to show yourself as the perfect employee, right? Because ideally, why? You have a flash forward that at the end, when everybody gets to know that this is Jeff Bezos, he'll be like, "Wait, I love working with this guy. He made sure that our customers were receiving their packages on time. His customer service was amazing. And you know what? We'll promote him to the branch manager. Ideally, right? That's pretty much the natural way of you would have reacted to it if you discovered that the employee was Jeff Bezos. Now, let's go back to Jacob's story. So Jacob, same analogy, discovered this right here is God. Now, if you are to be in somebody's presence, being in God's presence, to be honest, right, it's not a bad thing. It's scary, but it's not a bad thing. So Jacob, Jacob realized you're gonna learn today, God. You're gonna today is the day. So he stopped actively fighting this man, and Jacob got on his knees and clenched God's leg or the angel's leg. And he said, I know who you are, and I am not letting go until you bless me. So God or the angel of the Lord tried to unwrap Jacob's hands away from his leg. But Jacob was like, you gotta try harder than that. You don't know. I am not letting go until you bless me. Now, God realized, or the angel of the Lord realized, this guy, man, God, oof, wait a minute. So he tapped Jacob's hip, and Jacob's hip dislodged. Now, because of that sharp pain, Jacob let go of the angel's leg. Now, the angel asked, what is your name? Jacob said, Jacob. He said, from today, your name shall no longer be Jacob, but Israel, because you have wrestled with God and with humans, and you have stood your ground. I don't know. Let me repeat that. We're getting into, we got the good stuff today. He said, your name shall no longer be Jacob, but Israel, because you have wrestled with God and with humans, and you never gave up. You stood your ground. At that point, I think Jacob was about to get into a dance. If not for his wounded hip, I'm pretty sure he would have broken into a dance. And then Jacob, he renamed the place that they fought with God to Peniel. And Peniel means face of God. He named it Peniel because he saw God's face and his life was spared. We're going, I'm getting somewhere. Oh my, today we got the good stuff. Now, in life, Israel actually means, or another definition of Israel is those who wrestle with God. So remember the analogy I gave you guys. Since a young age, I was always questioning things about life. And sometimes I felt like I was out of place because everybody else around me was just going or doing life in an ordinary way. To me, I've never felt like an ordinary person. I don't want to go about life the way other people have been going about life. Remember, if you do the same things as other people do, you only go as far as other people have gone. So I always felt like there was something more to life. And that's why I started finding other people out there. So whether it's people who have been or who have gone through the journey I've gone through, and then I try to learn from them. I try to surround myself with people who are where I want to be, and not surround myself with ordinary people, because trust me, people rub off on you. So if Israel means those who wrestle with God, it means anybody can be Israel. And it means that questioning life is not wrong. You are in the grand scheme of things, right? In the world we live in, you're probably like a square block in a circle hole, because not a lot of people question things. A lot of people live life blind. At this point, I think some people just wing it in life, right? They just wake up and do their own thing. But if you question something, if you're questioning life, you will find the answer, and more than likely, the answer will be life or the universe. So, to end here, the goal is to question life, question God, because I believe in life, if you push on life, something else comes out. Life will give you back something in equal measure. Same thing as the law of attraction. If you think about something you really want and visualize it, more than likely at the end, you will receive it. What you see in your mind, you can touch in your hands. So find something. If you feel in your heart of heart, there's nothing wrong about living an ordinary life. There are people who live amazing ordinary lives. But if you're listening to this and you believe there's something more to life than you currently are seeing, best believe that there is. Find something you've always wanted to do, and go with it. It doesn't matter whether they turn off the lights on you, you're going to use your flashlight to study that thing until you get it. Because remember, it's all about not letting go. Say, I'm not letting go of this dream until it gives in, until I receive the blessings from it. What do you want to do? Do you want to start a cooking business? It doesn't matter. Bake your goods and go door to door, knock on every door and say, hey, here's my card. These are the baked goods I like. Even though they throw them in the trash, it's fine. Move down the next door and do the same thing. A lot of people, the issue with a lot of people, they give up. You don't know how close you were. What if Jacob gave up and he was like, "Oh God, this guy is beating me. Let me just end it here," right? So push on it. That is what life is. Life is a fight for territory. Find something and run with it, right? Do it so well and so much, invest so much time in it that people tell you, "Oh my God, it's already 9 p.m. We're going home." You're like, "It's 9 p.m. I thought it was 4 p.m." Because for you, you've just been focused on working on your stuff that you didn't even realize how much time had gone by. So stick to something. Let people be telling you you've already won, you've made it, right? It's like running 100 meters. You've seen some athletes, they run 100-meter races, and then even past the finish line they're still going because in their mind they're still giving it their all. So let people be telling, "Oh, wait a minute, slow, you've already won, why are you going?" Right? But they cannot understand what you're doing. So it's the same thing I'm doing, for example, with this trading group that I have. And the link is always in the description right there. If you want to come and see what we do, that's fine. But the message for today is finding something that you think you're good at, something that you would enjoy, something that's going to bring you happiness and freedom, and running with it. Whether that's trading, whether that's other sources of entrepreneurship, take it and run with it and don't stop. Don't stop until you receive that blessing. Now, this week has been amazing in trading. We've learned a lot, and also in this journey, developing this group, impacting a lot of lives is a game changer, and we are going to keep doing a lot of it. But until next time, peace. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.